Breaking on 4 News now, Mayor Nadine Woodward concedes the Spokane mayoral election. Her statement coming up.
A break from the wet weather, but it won't last long. I'll tell you about our chance of seeing snow with the first alert forecast.
And honoring the victims of the University of Idaho murders 1 year later, how U of I students are remembering their classmates, and what's next in the legal process for the man accused of their murders. You're watching a special edition of 4 News Now.
And we begin with that breaking news. Spokane will soon have a new mayor, with Mayor Nadine Woodward conceding following the latest round of election results. Thanks for joining us. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Kirsten O'Connor. The new results show Lisa Brown up by 2,800 votes. Woodward releasing a statement just hours ago, reading in part, quote, "I respect the decision of the voters, even if I'm disappointed by the outcome. The election process is what makes our country truly great, and I appreciate everyone who turned out to make their vote count. I have spoken with the mayor-elect to congratulate her and wish her well." Woodward offering her office's full support for an orderly transition of power.
The mayor-elect also releasing a statement saying, "Thank you, Nadine Woodward, for your service to the city we love. I appreciate and accept your offer to work together." You can read Mayor Woodward's full statement right now on KXLY.com. And Betsy Wilkerson is still defeating Kim Pleece, meaning she's on track to work with Lisa Brown as the first woman ever elected to serve as Spokane City Council president. Well, hundreds of University of Idaho students gathered to remember their 4 classmates who were killed 1 year ago today. Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, and Kaylee Gonsalves were killed in their off-campus home. Since then, 1 man is in jail awaiting trial, and family, friends, and the entire U of I community are working to keep their legacies alive.
During tonight's vigil, students shared their memories about each of the victims, beginning with Maddie Mogan.
When reaching out to friends, there were many kind words that were used to describe Maddie. The most common being kind, loving, genuine, driven, stunning, outgoing. This list can go on forever, but most of all...
After each speaker, a moment of silence was held for students to reflect.
One of the speakers read a letter sent by Kaylee's little sister, who couldn't attend the vigil herself.
Kaylee Gonsalves had a contagious laugh. I mean, you could hear it in the other room. It was so unapologetically her. I miss this laugh every day. She laughed often, at herself and with others. Kaylee was beautiful inside and out. When we lived in...
One of Xana's friends shared the impact she had on the people around her.
Everyone strive to be a little more like Xana. A little more vibrant, adventurous, kind, outgoing.
And Ethan's friends describing him as kind and outgoing.
His generosity and compassion for not only his friends and family, but also anyone he came in contact with was nothing short of special. He so effortlessly put anyone and everyone around him in a good mood. These traits are something I strive to obtain every single day.
Xana and Ethan were dating, and their friend described them as soulmates.
They complemented each other's personalities as perfectly as I've ever seen within a couple. And it's a really bittersweet feeling, because although they were taken from us way too early, at least I know they're up there together forever.
The vigil ending with what the university is doing to remember the victims, including a plan to build a memorial garden in their honor.
Before the vigil, we spoke with the Dean of Students on what it's been like for him to watch students deal with this tragedy over the last year.
For many of our students, this is the first significant death that they've had in their lives, and watching them and supporting them through that has been really difficult.
The dean going on to say he is proud of the students' plan for putting together an event allowing their classmates and the victims' families to feel vulnerable.
Hopeful that the families, if they're watching or if they're participating even remotely, that they'll understand that our students so care for them and are there supporting them in this dark time.
Right now, the man accused of the murders, Bryan Kohberger, is in the Latah County Jail. On December 30th, more than a month after the murders, the former Washington State University graduate student was arrested at his parents' home in eastern Pennsylvania. From there, Kohberger returned to the inland Northwest, where he said he was ready to clear his name. And during his arraignment, Kohberger declined to enter a plea, the judge entering a not guilty plea on behalf of the quadruple murder suspect. A grand jury then indicted Kohberger, allowing the case to move forward to trial. It was supposed to start last month, but Kohberger waived his right to a speedy trial, pushing back the timeline. His lawyers are now challenging the grand jury indictment, trying to get it dismissed. The judge denying that request.
Now Kohberger's legal team is challenging the genetic genealogy used to place Kohberger at the scene of the crime. They're also pushing to have cameras banned from the courtroom, arguing their continued presence would taint the jury and violate Kohberger's right to a fair trial. The house where the murders took place still stands. It's now owned by U of I, which plans on tearing it down, but those plans have been put on hold. Earlier this month, the FBI returned to the home. Moscow police telling 4 News Now the FBI was working to produce a product prosecutors could use during the trial. The university says once the house is demolished, it will be turned into a memorial for Ethan, Xana, Kaylee, and Maddie. Now, that home serves as a constant reminder of these murders, not just for students at U of I, but the entire city of Moscow.
Allison Martinez shares how the community has changed in the last year.
It's been a long, difficult year of healing for Moscow, Idaho. The house you see behind me is recognizable by many as the home where the 4 University of Idaho students were murdered. 1 year later, the community is remembering these 4 victims and acknowledging how this altered the town forever. Driving through the town of Moscow, many things appear the same, but the people are forever changed. Today, small traces of the 4 students remain. The restaurant where Maddie Mogen and Xana Coronado worked has a memorial dedicated to the students. For the classmates they left behind, the healing process has not been linear. University of Idaho junior Lane Harlan says the feelings of fear that were present a year ago have subsided.
And I feel now the community has moved forward past that quite a bit, and you're going to see a lot more people walking around and just being more comfortable in the small community of Moscow that has always been historically extremely safe, and I think that's a good thing to return to.
Tonight's vigil is an important step in the healing process, but not the end.
As we continue on over the years, it's going to continue all the way up until we finally have the trial and find out what happens during that period. So it's still going to be a really long process. And
Blaker says as the community continues to heal, it's important to remember the 4 lives that were lost and keep their legacies alive.
All we want to do is ask people to remember those 4 students, because that's what all of us are trying to do, is remember their lives and how their lives were taken, but remember them more importantly and their families who are still grieving.
Reporting in Moscow, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Law enforcement agencies are also honoring the victims with this challenge coin. One side has the name of the victims, the other the shields of all the different law enforcement agencies tasked with bringing their killer to justice.
These coins are meant to show respect and honor those who have passed away. This was a tradition first used by soldiers during World War I. It has since been adopted by police agencies across the country. And as we remember the victims and the push for justice in their brutal murders, it is important to note much of what these families have been dreading still lies ahead. As of right now, we do not have a clear picture on when the trial will begin.
And because of a gag order issued in the days after Kohberger's arrest, law enforcement and attorneys were banned from releasing any new information outside of the courtroom, leaving many in Moscow with questions and concerns that began 1 year ago with the tragic deaths of these 4 University of Idaho students.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap & Associates.
Travel, there is nothing like it.
Dancing is my passion.
But with my moderate to severe eczema, it hasn't always been easy.
I was constantly itching.
Whatever I was doing.
Now I'm staying ahead of my eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion. And Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema, so adults can have long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a powerful thing.
Ask your eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal your skin from within.
Bounce from one doctor to the next. Does it have to be like this?
At Kaiser Permanente, we have a different kind of health care.
So, how did you like that?
Where all of us work together for all that is you.
Dear 2030, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota. Get 5.99% APR for up to 60 months on your favorite Toyota certified used models. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Weather can change your plans in an instant.
First Alert Weather on Good Morning Northwest and Good Morning America.
Now you all will love weather as much as I do.
How will the weather affect your plans? Start your day with Mark and Ginger, and you'll always know.
Whether you're traveling across town
or across the nation,
Ginger Z has you covered on Good Morning America.
And my pal Mark Peterson is your go-to guy on Good Morning Northwest.
Make it a great morning with Good Morning Northwest and Good Morning America.
Lewis Culligan, your local water experts since 1936. The world's most efficient water softener. Safer drinking water in every glass. Convenient, reliable delivery. Industry-leading technology. Here for every water worry.
Do you know where your ice scraper is?
Maybe?
That's what I want everyone to think about right now. I think I have mine in the glove compartment. We're going to potentially need them here pretty soon.
Yeah, and let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker now with a look at that First Alert forecast.
You know, you sleep in. You don't need your ice scraper this week. We're going to be warming up above freezing, but I suppose most of us don't have that luxury. It is going to be dry Tuesday, but you may have some ice to scrape off the windshield, some patchy morning fog, and with temperatures dropping below freezing tonight, some of that fog and the wet roads, for that matter, will be freezing. The potential of a rain-snow mix on Wednesday, the closer this system gets, the more it looks like we're just going to be looking at rain. Nothing to shovel regardless. We're drying out our radar right now. We are quiet across the inland Northwest. Starting to see some fog. Well, actually, we've got some fog down in Pullman. Visibility less than a quarter mile there. Around the rest of the region, however, fairly smooth sailing for the time being. But as that fog develops, our temperatures drop down into the 20s in many locations. We will start to see some slick spots on the roadways. 27 for an overnight low in Spirit Lake and out at Fairchild Air Force Base, 29 in downtown Spokane, and 28 in Coeur d'Alene. Your day planner for Tuesday, we're heading up to a high of 44, which is just about average. We'll start the day off with the low clouds and fog, see a little sunshine in the afternoon. I'll be back to tell you about that next round of wet weather on the way and have your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes.
Well, the Washington State Cougars are going to finish up their 2023 season in just a couple of weeks. It has hardly been the season that anyone wanted. Coming up in sports here from head coach Jake Dickert on the latest mistakes that led to now a 6-game losing streak.
Download the KXLY Plus app for live updates all day.
Dupixent helps you do more with less asthma and can help you breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that's not for sudden breathing problems. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Ask your specialist about Dupixent.
When I was told I had a brain tumor, my life disappeared in a moment. I feared for my future, but even more, I feared for the ones I love. How would they move on without me? But when my doctor told me about the Gamma Knife of Spokane, everything changed. I can get my brain tumor treated in just 1 day and continue living the life I love. Because of Gamma Knife, I have hope.
With holidays right around the corner, Ironstone Furniture and Fire is offering discounts on all in-stock dining sets, along with simplicity, indulgence, and endless possibilities. So, when you're looking for dining at its best, Visit Ironstone Furniture and Fire in Coeur d'Alene.
Dear Detour, you took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong. Toyota Trucks.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
The updated COVID vaccine is available now and at no cost for most people 6 months and older. If it's been more than 2 months since your last COVID vaccine or infection, it's time to maximize your protection against the latest variants. The updated vaccine reduces your risk of serious illness or developing long COVID symptoms, even if you've already been vaccinated or infected. So schedule your appointment today. To learn more about the vaccine, where to get it, and how to stay safe and healthy, visit takecarewa.org.
4 News Now is brought to you by R&R RV.
Well, another weekend and another Washington State football loss, as the once 13th ranked Cougars haven't won a game in 51 days. And it's not really out of the realm of possibility that they could finish the season 0-8. And with the 6 straight losses, the blame could really be placed anywhere at this point. You can look at the 11 fumbles by quarterback Cam Ward. That included 3 on Saturday. That turned into 14 points for Cal. Or the defense's inability to stop the rush as they gave up 167 yards to Jaden Ott. And we don't even need to get into the Cougs' own rushing struggles for the umpteenth time this year. Now, while head coach Jake Dickert says there were some success adversity early on in the season, it's been a lot of the small plays that have just added up in all of these losses.
You know, I think Saturday was another, you know, really just kind of snapshot into our season and these last 6 games of, you know, we haven't won the ball battle, right? We haven't run the turnover margin. When you don't do that, it's hard to win football games in this league. And when we gave the ball away, we gave away 14 points. You know, defensively, we held an explosive offense to 5 explosive plays, but then we were 0 for 4 in the red zone. Special teams, you know, we're a block away from breaking a 95-yard kickoff return, and then we don't put the field goals in. So I think it's a conglomerate of different things, like I've said each week, and, you know, unfortunately finding different ways to lose is very frustrating.
Now, the Cougs will celebrate Senior Day on Friday night as they welcome in the Colorado Buffaloes, as this will also be the final Pac-12 home game for the Cougs before we enter some very uncharted territory for them. Now, while the end can't come soon enough for the Cougs, it's a whole different story on the other side of the state, as the Washington Huskies are closing in on another college football playoff appearance after their 35-27 win against Utah to improve to 10-0 on the season. Heisman candidate Michael Penix Jr. continued to live up to the bill, throwing for more than 330 yards and accounting for 3 touchdowns on the afternoon. And after all that they've accomplished this year, you'd think they would be favored in the remaining games, but not so fast, because earlier today, the 8-2 Oregon State Beavers moved to 1-point favorites. Should be a good one down in Corvallis. You can catch that game right here on KXLY ABC4. Now, staying in Seattle, the Seahawks got a nice bounce-back win on Saturday afternoon to move back into first place with San Francisco atop the NFC West. But maybe more importantly, the offense looked immensely better than they did a week ago out in Baltimore. The team's 29-26 walk-off win against the Commanders. Seattle put up a season-high 489 yards, with quarterback Geno Smith throwing for nearly 375 of those. Meanwhile, the running game seemed to get going as well. Seattle putting up 120 yards on the ground, but it's not like there weren't some struggles sprinkled in here and there. The team was only 4 of 14 on third down conversions and committed 8 penalties. Still, head coach Pete Carroll is pleased with the progress of his team. Now, Seattle was going to travel down to Los Angeles this weekend as they look to avoid the sweep at the hands of the Rams. After that, though, the schedule is going to get a whole lot tougher. They got the 49ers twice in 3 weeks, and the Cowboys and the Eagles all looming within a month. 4 News Now, we'll be right back.
Download the KXLY Plus app for weather every 10 minutes.
At Coeur d'Alene Honda, the waiting is over.
We have new Hondas in stock and ready for delivery. Plus, they all come with a lifetime warranty.
Come check out the all-new Honda CR-V and Accord hybrids.
Or maybe you're wanting the new Honda Ridgeline or newly designed Honda Pilot.
Whether you want a new car, van, or SUV, we have them in stock.
Family owned and operated in beautiful Coeur d'Alene, Idaho for over 55 years.
And don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
Visit us at our website, cdahonda.com.
Bounce from one doctor to the next. Does it have to be like this?
At Kaiser Permanente, we have a different kind of health care.
So, how did you like that?
Where all of us work together for all that is you.
Travel, there is nothing like it.
Dancing is my passion.
But with my moderate to severe eczema, it hasn't been easy.
Now, I'm staying ahead of it.
Dupixent helps heal your skin from within, so you can have clearer skin and noticeably less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
Attention, RV shoppers! R&R RV in North Spokane has just lowered prices on every motorhome, fifth wheel, and travel trailer in stock. Last year's models are slashed to the lowest clearance prices you will ever find. We're talking jaw-dropping savings on Montana, Rockwood, Cougar, Winnebago, and more. Don't delay. R&R RV's fall clearance sale is on now. Quit dreaming. Just do it. Hurry to R&R RV to claim your new RV and save thousands. Shop indoors at R&R RV in North Spokane, 525 East Francis, or shop now at rnrrv.com.
The soulful and powerful voice. Two-time Grammy Award winner, Lauren Daigle. Friday, November 17th, Spokane Arena. The Kaleidoscope Tour. Tickets are on sale now at laurendaigle.com. Lauren Daigle, live in concert.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team at Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on the next task. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. 4 News Now Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mechanics Pride.
All right, we have some snow apparently on the way.
On the way. Not too much to worry about, but
No.
still snow nonetheless.
Yes, and mixed with rain. Don't want to oversell the snow, but it's there. But of greater concern tonight, and this is what sneaks up on you, the snow you see. The wet roads, freezing, and freezing fog. So especially warn your teenagers if they're new drivers heading out first thing in the morning. If the road looks wet, it is likely icy. We do warm up to a high of 44 tomorrow, however, so that'll melt no problem. Mostly cloudy skies to start the day with partly cloudy conditions in the afternoon. We do have a chance of precipitation coming in late Tuesday into Wednesday, and it could mix with a little bit of snow and again this weekend, mainly early in the morning, late at night. As our temperature drops to around freezing, we'll see a little bit of snow mixing in. Let's do our forecast radar. We are dry tonight, in and out of the clouds and the fog. Here's 8 o'clock in the morning. Dry all day Tuesday. Here's 5 o'clock, and then we start to see that wet weather moving up, but it's mostly in the form of valley rain and mountain snow. We do have another system dropping in on Wednesday that may mix some snow in, but anything that you do see will be very short-lived. And again, nothing to shovel here. Dry Thursday, Friday, more wet weather for the weekend and into early next week. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. Well, Avista hopes to have the largest natural gas outage in its history resolved by tomorrow. The outage affecting tens of thousands of families from Colfax all the way to Lewiston. As of this afternoon, the company says it has restored service to more than 26,000 customers, and the rest should have their natural gas restored by the end of the day tomorrow.
Well, the holidays are quickly approaching, and a lot of us are getting ready to pull out our decorations, but that's not the case for a lot of Oregon Road and Gray Fire survivors. Many of them lost their homes and no longer have any more of those decorations. Businesses like 5 Star Real Estate Network in Spokane Valley are collecting donations starting today to help those families out. They are taking new and gently used decorations for families who lost everything in the fire.
Christmas trees, smaller might be better since many people are living in RVs and basements or co-living spaces. So Christmas trees, garlands, wreaths, stockings, anything that will help their Christmas be a little bit brighter.
Donations will be taking through November 30th. For a full list of places that are taking donations, you can visit our website, KXLY.com. 4 News Now, we'll be right back.
Download the KXLY Plus app for weather every 10 minutes. Expect even more from KXLY Plus. Live updates from the 4 News Now team. Breaking news as it happens. Weather every 10 minutes. Free on your time. Download the app, connect to your streaming TV, and connect on KXLY Plus.
The updated COVID vaccine is available now and at no cost for most people 6 months and older. If it's been more than 2 months since your last COVID vaccine or infection, it's time to maximize your protection against the latest variants. The updated vaccine reduces your risk of serious illness or developing long COVID symptoms, even if you've already been vaccinated or infected. So schedule your appointment today. To learn more about the vaccine, where to get it, and how to stay safe and healthy, visit takecarewa.org.
The Move Fitness gyms are on the move with a new location opening soon, giving you more reasons to join now and be the best you can be. Move Fitness.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY Plus.
Dear 2030, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota. Get 5.99% APR for up to 60 months on your favorite Toyota certified used models. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Kayaking is my thing.
Running is awesome.
But her moderate to severe eczema would make her skin so uncomfortable.
I was always so itchy, especially when I was hot.
Now my skin doesn't itch as much.
Now we're staying ahead of her eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion, and Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema, so they can have clearer skin and less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a wonderful thing.
Ask your child's eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal their skin from within.
4 News Now is brought to you by Noodle Express.
Dry tomorrow, then we have a little bit of wet weather on Wednesday. Don't be surprised if you see some snow trying to mix in with the rain, but I don't see anything in the 7-day forecast that would indicate some sort of shovelable event.
Shovelable. That's good to know. For sure.
We just saw a shovel outside of one of the grocery stores the other day, and my daughter said, "Mommy, what is that?" You don't want to know.
But you're going to find out soon enough.
It's going to be fun.
All right, thanks for being with us for this special edition of 4 News Now. We'll be back with Nightside in less than 2 hours now.
See you then.